Howdy folks, Matt here with Gulf Coast Fit, coming at you today with an outdoor workout here at the Atitlan Underground, we'll call it. And what I'm going to do is bust out an upper body workout, a quickie. This is a high density upper body micro session where I'm combining push-pull exercises. I've got 2 pushing exercises and 2 pulling exercises. I'm going to do a vertical press. That's going to be a push press or maybe a strict press. I just know I'm pressing overhead. I'm going to do a pull-up. You can also do any type of a pull down as long as it's a compound vertical pull down exercise. And then I'm going to move on to isolation exercises. Going back to pushing, I'm going to hit some banded tricep extensions. And then to cap it off with the last pulling, or the second pulling, I'm going to do some banded bicep curls. So I'm using bands for the biceps and triceps, and I'm going to use obviously my pull-up bar for pull-ups and my bamboo barbell with my tires for my overhead pressing motion. So you'll see we've got our 2 compound exercises first, and then our 2 isolation exercises, alternating between pushing, pulling, and then pushing and pulling. So with those 4 upper body exercises, we're going to have a descending rep scheme, also called a reverse pyramid. On the 2 compound exercises, I'm going to go 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. So we got 5 rounds, taking away 2 reps, or as I like to say, taking away the 2 hardest reps. Drink it in and enjoy that. Taking away 2 reps each round. And on the isolation exercises, the banded biceps and triceps, we're going to go 20, 18, 16, 14, 12. So also 5 rounds, just higher volume. So this is meant to be a kind of a high density upper body workout because of the descending rep scheme. So taking away 2 reps of everything as you cycle through these 5 rounds, it allows you to get to work with less recovery, less rest than you would if you were not descending in reps. So density and timeliness is a priority here. So I'm going to maybe take 5 recovery breaths between each exercise, or that's the goal, and I'm going to keep running through it without stopping. Here we go. Starting with, I'm going to start with the push presses or the overhead presses. Kind of depends on how heavy this feels today. If it's feeling pretty heavy, I'll turn it into a push press. If I've got the reps strict, I'll keep it as a strict overhead press. 10 reps. Felt pretty good for 10 reps. And I can always revert to a push press if fatigue is becoming too much of an issue. Now I'm going to head over to my pull-ups. I'm going to be doing a wide grip pull-up to focus a little more on the rear delts and upper back. After that, I'm going into the banded tricep press downs. 10 reps, and then 20 reps. Hopefully you can see me. Five recovery breaths. Banded tricep press down. You can also use a cable machine. nice little burn there. I'll come over here and do the bicep curls with you. I'm going to do a hammer curl here. Now, if you don't have bands with you, you can use dumbbells for bicep curls. You could also, like I said, use a cable machine for tricep extensions with a rope attachment. Supinating a little at the top. Neutral grip to supinated grip. Going 20 reps. Oh, nice little burn. 5 breaths. Then I'm back to my overhead presses. Pizza skullet. It's getting there. Give me a year. Alright, we're down to 8 reps. Switch directions. Next up, 8 wide grip pull-ups. Now you can always do band assisted pull-ups if you can't do 10 or 8 or 6 strict rep pull-ups. Or again, you could use a machine for a compound pull-down, the lat pull-down machine or assisted pull-up machine.
Qué lindo es mi Cristo, cuán grato es su amor. 10 horas 53 minutos aquí, acompañándole con himnos de alabanza. Para servirle, buenos días.
Buenos días, hermano Francisco.
A sus
Mi
órdenes.
nombre es Ana de Leiva y le hablo de Toronto, Canadá. Ya lo he llamado otras veces.
Ay, qué bien, hermana. Hermana Ana.
Aquí escuchándole, hermanito. De mucha bendición. Yo aquí vivo solita, pero mire, ustedes son mi compañía todo el día.
Go right into
Ay,
it.
qué bien, hermana. Nos
Sí,
alegramos
gracias a Dios.
de
You don't need the
acompañarle.
recovery breath,
Sí,
don't take them.
exactamente, hermano. Yo le quería hacer
18
una
reps.
preguntita.
A ver, dígame.
Dos preguntas, digamos.
Ah, vamos.
Una es, yo anoche estaba escuchando y quería llamar a las noches dominicales,
Ajá.
pero no, eso es una locura.
No se
Mucha
puede.
gente llamando, nunca pude. Tiene un número directo como uno que tenían antes,
Sí.
como 1800, algo así.
No, 1800 no.
No,
Es-
pero
es-
Oh,
uno de
nice
Estados
little burn, nice little pump.
solo para Estados Unidos.
No, pero...
These aren't the heaviest sets in the world. Again,
Ok,
density is a priority.
830.
ok, 835.
Minimal rest is a priority.
865.
So I'm going to go right into these
865, ajá.
bicep curls.
Y 17.
I don't need as much rest with the isolations.
Correcto. Ahí estamos.
Ok. Otra cosita, hermano, a nombre de quién puedo mandar una ofrenda.
As you know, I like to go eyes closed
¿Cómo así? A nombre de Radio
Feel the
Cultural,
movement.
¿sí?
on a lot of exercises.
¿Es una remesa? ¿Aló? Se le fue la llamada.
I go for that mind-muscle connection.
10 horas 54
Go for the contraction.
minutos. A través de Radio Cultural estamos presentando.
Well, we got our high volume sets out of the way. 10 and 8. We're down to 6.
Aló para servirle.
Love it.
Buenos días. Dios le bendiga.
And if you don't have a barbell,
¿Cuál lanzacapa?
do any type of overhead press. Use dumbbells, use kettlebells, use bands even. As long as you're doing a vertical
¿No ha
press.
llovido? ¿Ayer?
Sí, yo vi un poquito.
Ah, vaya. Muy bien.
Hermano Patito, yo para pedirle un favor,
A ver, dígame usted.
si me llevara en cadena de oración, por favor, sí, porque yo estoy bien enfermo, no me hay nada los médicos. Y yo sigo enfermo.
Nothing wrong with a little
Ajá, usted
overhead
está enferma
pause
y quiere que se ore por usted. Con mucho
at the end of an overhead pressing set.
gusto. Aquí vamos a ver dónde está para poderlo anotar. Vamos a ver dónde. ¿Cómo no? Entonces, si usted necesita...
You give these 6 reps a pause at the top too.
Milagro de Dios.
Muy bien, está enferma y la vamos a tomar en cuenta. Con mucho gusto, hermano.
Está, hermano, muchas gracias.
Dios le bendiga. Aló para servirle, ¿eh?
If it's
Dios le
there,
bendiga a usted también.
always a good thing to pause your reps. Or you can do some
A
slow
sus órdenes,
eccentrics.
hermana.
16 tricep extension.
Sí.
Eyes
Hermana
closed.
Vilma, ¿qué?
Feel it.
¿Tágil de dónde, hermana Vilma?
Lo estoy escuchando aquí en el estado de Alabama, de Estados Unidos.
¿Cómo no? Exactamente. ¿En qué podemos
Y
ayudar?
quiero mandar no sé si mi voz puede salir al aire.
Está en el aire, dígame.
Cinch my grip up a little higher there. That 16 reps is actually harder than the 20 set.
En los corrales.
And on these
Mucho
curls,
gusto. ¿Para quién es el saludo?
I'm actually gonna loosen my grip a little bit so I can increase the range of motion, get it up to my chin. That's where I get a peak contraction. 16. Hammer grip to
Con
supinated
mucho
grip.
gusto los estamos saludando.
Que Dios nos lo bendiga, hermano, y ánimo siempre en la obra del Señor, que así siempre lo escucho.
Gracias, hermano. Que Dios le bendiga en Alabama.
Aquí en el estado de Alabama, hermano.
Now we got 10-8-6 in the bag. You get a nice little pump going on now. And that's what those isolations are for. It's lower volume on the compound exercises. Those are more strength based. They're heavier, they're harder. The isolations, it's about volume, it's about mechanical tension, giving yourself a little arm pump. There we go, round of 4.
Este programa Himnos de Alabanza de hoy lunes. Espere siempre en el Señor, Él tiene el control y cuidado suyo, no cabe la menor duda. Él no le va a dejar para nada, por lo tanto siga confiando en la palabra de Dios. ¿Recuerda usted, por ejemplo, 2 Corintios 12:9, donde nos dice, me ha dicho, bástate mi gracia,
Again,
porque
if
mi
you've got it in the tank,
poder se perfecciona
an
en la
overhead
debilidad.
pause is always
Por tanto,
extremely
de
beneficial.
una gana me gloriaré
Great for
más
shoulder
bien en mis
stability,
debilidades,
great for core
para que
stability.
repose sobre mí el poder de Cristo. Palabras de Pablo. Cuando
You know, I don't
usted
need
se
much
sienta
rest with
débil,
4
no se
reps.
esfuerce. ¿Por qué? Porque Él está con usted. Él conoce su aflicción, su necesidad, sus debilidades.
You
Pero
know
le
I'm
dice,
going to
"Oh,
pause
vamos,
these.
levanta ese ánimo. Yo estoy contigo."
Slow negative to finish that off. I've got 14 here. And notice I like to switch my stance mid-set. Sometimes I do it halfway through. A lot of the time, it's just a habit to switch after 10 reps. But I find that switching stances just helps me, gives me a little boost, so I'm not maintaining the same offset stance and foundation for the whole set. Now we got 14 here. Right into it. Cherry on the top set. 2 reps. And when you got it, you got it. 2 reps. Make them worth your time. Come on, my dog.
A mi lado, Él estará, porque conmigo está. 11 horas 1 minuto y 35 segundos, que es diferente. Saludos para todos los cumpleaños de hoy, les deseamos muchísimas felicidades y que estén disfrutando este día del programa Himnos de Alabanza, que le visita desde las 10 horas.
Yo last that
Que
best
tenga
at
una
always.
bendecida mañana.
Last that best
Se encuentra en esta mañana. Ánimo, Dios está con usted siempre.
12 reps. Make them count.
Aquí tenemos el día de hoy algunos saludos también.
Don't just go through the motions even when you're
De
tired.
parte de Elsa María
Form and
Herrera,
focus over fatigue
a
always.
su cuñada Telma Monzón, que está cumpliendo un año más de
Contraction and
vida,
control.
escucha en Mazagua, departamento de Escuintla. También un saludo a Magalí Herrera, hoy está cumpliendo años y sintoniza en Chiquimula. ¿A dónde va el saludo? De Mildred Rodríguez para Brenda Reyes, Pablo Domínguez y hermana Anita Turuy. Ayer estuvieron de cumpleaños. Hasta Reta Luleu el
Squeezing those as hard as I could. So there you have it. 4 exercise upper body micro session, a vertical push-pull, and a vertical compound push-pull, and then a vertical isolation push-pull. 10, 8, 6, 4, 2 on the compounds, 20, 18, 16, 14, 12 on the isolations. Keep rolling through it. Minimal rest. No more than, I would say, 20 to 30 seconds. Have fun. Stay strong.